What is good? It's your boy Shimmy back with another video, and today we got the top 10 manhwas that you need to be reading. And before we get into this video, just make sure to like, subscribe, please help your boy out. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, at number 10 we have Air. So in this world there was an all-powerful queen who united the whole continent and got all the treasure, but one day she fell ill and she died. So the continent split because of this, and legend has it her treasure is still out there for the grabbing. So now an uncanny duo between a princess and the strongest slave, through some pretty messed up means, decide to join forces and go on a journey to find the queen's treasure so they can unite the land. So this manhwa is really interesting. It has nice characters, there's nice world building, but most of all, the art is nice. They got nice art. So at number 9 we have Parallel City. So in this story, our main character Min, he's kind of just a regular student who doesn't really know what he's doing with his life, you know, just like the rest of us. But he's interested in parkour. And one day his best friend goes missing and doesn't come back for 11 months. And later on, people have been speaking about witnessing doubles of themselves. This is all just fiction to Min until he sees a man killing himself, essentially proving that there are doubles in the world. Now with this newfound information, Min has to try to figure out who these doubles are, why they're coming for people, why are they even killing people, like what's the real goal? So it's a nice unique story that's different, and it has an aspect of mystery to it, so definitely give this one a read. At number 8 we have This Is Law. So this story is about a world-class lawyer who saves a lot of people in the name of justice, but one day he stuck his nose in too deep and he got killed because of it. Now God, or whoever this man is, saw this and thought, you know what? He died a little too early. He still had a lot of good left to do in the world, so he decides to send him back in time to when he's 15 years old, basically giving him a restart. Now, realizing that he's back in time, he uses his knowledge of law from his previous life to help people and do good. So this is a very interesting manhwa that deals with a lot of different type of real world issues that are solved by law. So you're actually like learning about law in a way. I know, weird. And sometimes you're even like, okay, he just made that up. There's no way that's a real law. But yeah, very, very interesting manhwa that has a lot of real life examples to it. So give it a read. Next we have Soul Cardinal. In this world there's spirits, devils, exorcists, and one particular devil, Mephisto, the devil of fighting, made a contract with a human to have a fight. After their first fight ended, he waited 500 years for that human to be reincarnated to redo their fight again. And our main character just happened to stumble upon this devil, and the devil took a liking to him and actually got him to sign a contract to become the judge and witness of their next fight. Now the main character, his sister, the human Faust, and the devil go into the afterworld to solve the mystery of their mom and to have this fight play out. Now this is a very nice shonen manhwa. There's fights, there's hardships, there's time skips, there's powers. There's literally everything that you can ask for. It's also really long, over 200 chapters, so please give it a read. And let me tell you, the art gets better as you read. At number 6 we have Greatest Outcast. So this manhwa, I'm not gonna lie, it's just outright fighting. This is just your bare knuckle fighting, no powers. This is like your Baki or your Kengan Ashura, you know? So basically our main character, he's a regular guy, he's a nerd who sees no reason in violence and fighting, and one day he starts to get bullied. And then his friend sees him getting bullied and decides to step in, and they start going after his friend also. And then something finally snaps in him, and when he takes his glasses off, he becomes a battle junkie, and he decides he's gonna make the guy who came after his friend pay no matter what. So he ends up finding out this guy is actually fighting in a tournament, and he decides to enter too so he can get his final revenge. So I'm not gonna lie, this anime has all that you want. It's literally outright fighting, craziness. There's just crazy people. The panels are crazy. The smiles, insane. Give this one a read. At number 5, we have Windbreaker. So just imagine cycling, but with the intensity of solo leveling, okay? Boom. So our main character is a boy who likes cycling, and one day he gets himself into a 1v1 race against some trashy cyclist because he was talking trash to him, okay? So our main character ends up winning the race and shows everybody why he's a cut above the rest. Now, Jay reluctantly joins a biker group and sets his sight on winning a tournament. Honestly, this series is actually really interesting. It's like a nice shonen sports anime, you know, like your Haikyuu or your Kuroko no Basketball. There's nice side characters. It really has everything that you'd want. The anime starts off really small with the races, and then the scale keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's like just some nice Chad racing. But there's also romance, there's fight, you get some nice character development, especially from the main character too. And honestly, the art is great. It's great. So give this one a watch, it will not disappoint. This is a martial arts story of a man who is a ruthless martial artist, defeating everyone in his path. But one day he meets a girl, and they fall in love. And they decide they want to start a family, so they do. But while the lady's in labor, she actually dies and leaves the 3 kids behind. So now our main character has to learn how to raise these kids while making money fighting, so his kids can be fed and live a good life. That's what everyone wants for their kids. But will it be that easy? Come on, it's never that easy. So what's great about this manga is that 1, the main character is not some 17-year-old martial arts prodigy. No, he's old. He's an old guy. He has kids, And 2, he's actually not the strongest in the series at all, and you'll actually get to see that. But you get to see him fight and train and lose, and you also get to see those wholesome moments between a dad and his 3 kids and him trying his best to raise them and keep them out of harm's way. So please, this is good. At number 3, we have the beginning after the end. Now imagine this, but better. So in this story, our main character, King Gray, he's on his deathbed, and then as he dies, he gets reincarnated as a baby in a new world. And this new world revolves around magic. Now this boy with knowledge, with the skills, fighting prowess of his past life, will learn all about this new world and everything it has to offer. He's gonna rise to the challenge and fight for his friends and his family. Honestly, this is a really great manhwa that has a really, really good story. Has a great power system, the art is nice, very likable characters, and it just keeps you on edge each chapter. And this is also like 130 chapters, so please, you need to read it. You just need to read it. At number 2, we have Superhuman Era. In this world, there are Inhumans, and these are monsters who are strong enough to fight tanks, planes, all of that, right? But there are also superhumans, and these are people who have the power to stand up to and defeat these Inhumans. Now we meet our main character, Kang, who's actually a superhuman himself, known as White Cap. I don't know why his name's White Cap, honestly. Didn't question it, but we move. But he's a super strong warrior with unparalleled strength. Now stronger Inhumans are showing up and superhumans as well. How will all of this affect our main character, and will he be the superhero that he's always dreamed of being? So this is honestly one of the best new manhwas that I've found. The fights beautiful, art beautiful, the story interesting. Okay, the story is interesting. Where are these Inhumans coming from? Why are they here? How are superhumans created? There's a lot of questions that need to be asked, but definitely give this a read. Now, ladies and gentlemen, at number 1 we have Red Storm. Now this, I'm just gonna say it, Okay, this is my favorite manhwa ever. So the story takes place in a desert land, and one day our protagonist Yulian, who is the young glow of the Paria tribe, which is basically like the prince, he's the prince. He meets a mysterious man who fell from the sky, and he speaks no English or knows anything about this world. After 1 month, the man learns the language of the people, and now the young boy, whose dream is to become the strongest in the Red Desert, realizes, this mysterious man, he has some real power. He is strong. And he decides to ask the man to train him. The man trains him, and after years, Yulian returns stronger than ever and decides to make a group of the strongest fighters called Red Storm. And this group could solve any problem, any threat in the desert, anytime they want. Now, why this is a good story? The art, first of all, the art is great. The characters are great. They are good. The lore is good. It's great. The pacing of the anime is perfect. The main character, he's not even too overpowered. Even, he was getting too strong at one point. You know what they did? They nerfed him. We need that. The fights are awesome, okay? Honestly, this is just a great manhwa that should really become an anime, if I'm being honest. Like, can we just look at his weapon, okay? Do you see the inspiration from Guts? Like, are you seeing this? So you need to read it. Read it now, okay? I'm not playing with you. Read it. Alright, that is all I got for you guys today. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you liked anything I had to say, make sure to comment down below. If you're gonna read any manhwas, if you're not, and comment some manhwa recommendations too. I'm trying to read some more. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys. See you guys in the next one. Peace.